Hello. We're here today with the ladies at the Chase Library again to get an update on some of their many, many activities coming up. We're with Claire Gradone, the Executive Director, and Patti Twarek, a volunteer, stalwart volunteer of the Chase Library and other things.
Treasurer. Very
And
important.
treasurer.
Very
Okay.
important.
Okay,
Right.
that is very important. So I understand you have, first of all, a jumble sale coming up. Is that right?
Yes, our jumble sale is Thursday, July 5th from 9 to 1 right on the library, on the lawn inside the library. We will have books, furniture, small household items, and a variety of things for sale that day. We're still looking for donations, so we will be glad to take them up until July 3rd, and also to let the public know that we are going to be closing at noontime on July 3rd, so that we have the afternoon to sort out all the goodies we have for sale.
Can you be specific about what sorts of items people could bring?
We'll take anything that is gently used. It could be something of an antique type thing. It could be something very modern. We're looking for items that generally can be priced around $5 to $10. It's not that we're opposed to smaller items. It's just that we end up a very small number of elderly women schlepping it all to the front lawn very early on the morning of the 5th. So the larger the item, the better we are. I know that I have been contacted by a friend, and we will have a mahogany dining room set that it will be for sale, and they will be dropping that off at the library on the 3rd. So, so we do take some larger things if someone can drop them off, and if we can help the individual who purchases them to get them onto their own vehicle to take away. But we have artwork, we have lamps, we have a lot of ceramic things. We have many children's things this year, small children's things. We do have a little tricycle, and hopefully we're going to get a few more children's things before then, because it's always nice to be able to reasonably price something for families who need them.
We also have a terrific selection of children's books available this summer, which are going to be very reasonably priced. But it's a really good collection that we've managed to get. So
That sounds great.
Right, yeah, it's good.
Okay, wonderful. And if it's raining, it will be indoors?
inside.
Yep. Okay. You'll bring everything back inside. Okay.
Right.
All
We've
right.
done that.
Well, okay. We'll hope for the best.
Yes, please pray.
Yes. So, Coastal Explorers program is something that I've heard about. Can you tell a little bit about that?
Yes, it's a program out of Barnstable County, 4-H, and it's a large van that is filled with lots of scientific items related to the coast for kids to go in. It's like a little mini museum, hands-on, that they can go in, play with the crabs, and just learn about the coast of Cape Cod. And it will come around and park at wherever you want it to and stay for the day. This year, Chase Library is going to pay for the Coastal Explorer and have it here at the community center so that it will get more traffic than it did at the library last year.
That's great.
And hopefully the recreation kids will have a chance to get in it that day too.
Yeah, that's a central location. Sounds
Right.
like a good idea.
Exactly. We're so far down in West Harwich that last year when we had it, we really didn't reach that many families and children. And so we thought, well, why not sponsor it again? Bring it up here. At a minimum, the children who are in the rec program will be able to take advantage of it. And then we will advertise it in the newspaper, and anybody who's here on vacation can also bring their families over. So we think it's a win-win for everybody this year.
Yep, that sounds great.
Yeah, we're
Sounds
excited.
Yeah.
And we don't have the date because the gentleman who I believe is the head of the rec department is looking at the calendar and trying to pick an appropriate date.
Good.
So we will know that fairly soon, and we'll ship the date off to Jamie, and she can run a scroll on the bottom of the
Sure, we can announce it.
Yeah.
right,
on,
right.
on the cable.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Good. And you have a lot of book sales coming up. Is that right?
We do. We're very fortunate. The Village Crafters of Cape Cod has included us in 3 of their craft shows that are held at Doane Park at the Point in Harwich there. So on July 19th, Chase Library will be at the Village Crafters sale, and that day the proceeds go to the Family Pantry of Cape Cod. On August 2nd, Chase Library will again be selling books that day. The proceeds from that craft fair actually go to, it's not the proceeds, it's a portion of the vendor fees. Will go to Chase Library, and then we'll be back on August 16th and with our book sale, and that craft fair is to sponsor and raise funds for the Harwich Historical Society. So we're pretty blessed to be able to do those 3
Yes.
book sales.
Yeah.
And so if you have books and they are in good condition and relatively recent, whether they're fiction, nonfiction, children's books.
Or historical literature,
That's right.
for instance.
Yeah. We'd be happy to have you drop them off at the library any Tuesday between 10 and 4, and any Saturday between 10 and 2. And if you only have 1 or 2, you can put them in the book drop and just mark them as donations. So,
Great. Lots of opportunity to recycle books. It's
Which is
always a
a
good thing. I think
great
most
thing.
everyone
Yes.
enjoys that.
Yes.
Giving and getting different books is,
Yes.
is always a fun
Yes.
thing.
yeah.
And then fairy houses. You have fairy houses
Oh,
coming up.
we are going-
That sounds
we are-
so fun.
We are going to build fairy houses. Last year, we did the program and were absolutely amazed at the number of children that attended. So we decided to do it again this year. We have when you build a fairy house, you have to do it with materials all from nature, nothing artificial, no plastic flowers, nothing like that. So we have been collecting pine cones and leaves and sticks and all sorts of things for the children to work with. And we will have a fairy story followed by building a fairy house, and then afterwards we'll have a fairy snack, and you can make a fairy wand to take home. So it's a
Little fairy tea,
fairy
fairy cakes.
a little fairy frolic that morning.
That sounds delightful, and I actually think my grandchildren are going to be in town that day.
Oh,
So I'm
wow.
so excited.
Good.
3 little girls who love fairies.
Yes.
So
Did
that
we
would
give
be
the
so
date?
great.
Yes, it is
July
July 28th at 10:30 a.m.
Yeah. That should be great.
Well, that sounds wonderful. And do you do that inside or outside?
No, we build our
Out
fairy
on-
houses
out on your front
outside,
yard?
and if it's a nice day, we'll do the rest of the program out in the parking lot. We'll have our snack out there and
Oh, I see.
make
Okay.
a fairy wand. So it starts inside with the story, and then out we go.
Excellent. All right, something to look forward to.
It is.
And then an art festival. What is the art festival?
Well, Harwich is having an art festival on July 22nd, and there is apparently a tour going around town to view various artworks in different places in town. And the tour is going to be ending at Chase Library to view our magnificent portrait of Salome Chase, who is our foundress. And it is a beautiful portrait. She is wearing the dress that she wore to Queen Victoria's Silver Jubilee.
Yes.
So it's really impressive. So
It's the one currently hanging
yes,
over the fireplace? Is
Right.
there a
Yes.
yes,
Right.
that's how I picture it in your
yes,
That's
beautiful
exactly
building.
where it
Yep.
is.
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Other people will get to see it.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And then in October, I know you have the big book tea
Yes,
at
we do.
Wequassett,
Yes, we do.
and that's on the 4th of October.
Correct.
Okay, and we'll be getting more details about that later.
Yes, right now we're in the process of securing the authors for the tea. We've got a pretty good start on it, but we won't print any tickets until we know who the 2 authors are. I would expect that at some point early July, we will probably be able to announce the authors and the fact that the tickets are available. So that's always a great event.
Yes.
It is a great event, and stay tuned for that, for the details of that.
Right,
Right.
right,
Yep.
right.
So is there anything else that you would like to highlight today? It's a lot. We already
It
have
is
Yes.
a lot.
a lot going
It
into
is
the
a
summer.
lot. I think the fact that we are always looking for volunteers. So if you're interested in volunteering at the library, stop by and talk to us for a bit. We're always interested in volunteers, and we're always collecting books. And we've been lucky this past year. We've gotten some tremendous books in very nice condition. So I think we'll take things that are no more than 4 or 5 years old. Is that correct, Claire?
Yes.
And this is primarily for the ongoing collection.
For the
no, for the
no,
book
opposed
sales.
for
to
the
or for the sale.
for the
Because
sale.
for the
Okay.
sale.
For the sale, yes. Occasionally we'll get a box that someone will bring in, and there might be a book in there that's a real classic.
I see. And then you would want to
and
keep
then
it
we
for
might
the,
keep
for the
that.
library. Sure.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So we're always looking for books.
It all works and it all benefits the library and the readers.
And let's not forget our collection too. People are invited to come in. We have a lot of bestsellers
Yes.
without a
Yes.
waiting list, or if it does have a list, it's no more than 5 people.
Right.
But we really do invite you to come in and get a library card and just kind of explore our little special library that really does have a lot of the books that people are looking for. And a lot of book club books that people are looking for.
Right.
Well, it is a very special place.
Thanks.
And yeah, it's a wonderful place to just go and browse. And I know all the volunteers and Claire are always very welcoming and always are very knowledgeable about what they have too. So it's great. Yeah, really enjoy it.
It's good.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
coming in.
Thanks.
Yeah,
And we look forward to all of these events.
Thank you.
thank you.